Test on Unit 3. Listening 2. You will listen twice. In 1953, there was an old man with his wife and 3 children. His name was Mr. George Johnson and his wife's name was Mrs. Elizabeth Johnson. They had 3 children named Gary, Peter, and Jack. Peter was the eldest son and the youngest one was Jack. One day, Mr. George and Mrs. Elizabeth were going to a restaurant. While Mr. George and his wife were talking, he was driving the car too fast. Suddenly, he crashed into a tree. After a short time, Mr. George's neighbor was passing by and he picked up Mr. Johnson and his wife to the city hospital. After some time, the children came and asked about their parents. Then the doctor came and he was very sorry to say that Mrs. Elizabeth was dead and Mr. George was badly injured, and the doctor advised him to take some rest for some time in order to recover quickly. Mr. George and his children went home feeling very sad because Mrs. Elizabeth was dead. After 4 years, he lost his children. They also died in a car accident. Mr. George became very quiet after that. Finally, in 2001, Mr. George died due to an illness at the age of 48. In this way, the Johnsons family's story came to an end.